This is our group task group phase 4 report. Our group members include Nevin, Dean, Tosin, Sue, and Aaron. Our report includes 5 parts: introduction, research, ideation, improvements, and the next iteration. Let's welcome Nevin to do the introduction.
There are two typical users for the travel company app. One is the customer and the other is the travel agent. Customers are of the greatest significance. They are the end consumer and should be the company's first priority. Only when customers are satisfied can the travel company survive the fierce competition of the industry. Tourist agents in this company are also important users. If agents struggle to get relevant information according to the data, they will equally struggle to meet user needs. Customers, their travel partners, and agents are also stakeholders. Their experience of the application will influence users' consumption. The application's profit will influence the agent's job. In addition, the travel company shareholders are stakeholders by nature. They provide capital to maintain the normal operation. Suppliers might also be stakeholders. If the travel company operates well, they can also earn money from providing services. Customer satisfaction largely depends on the quality of service. Our app is to provide vacation trips to all our users with a user-friendly experience. As you can see in this storyboard, the user is busy with work and has no time to look for a good vacation that will suit her. So she asks her friend for help, and her friend will recommend an application like our task application. After downloading the application, she needs to sign up for an account. Then users like her would browse to deals section, and we also provide other categories inside our way to go section, which is not shown in the storyboard. We provide different themes such as weddings and graduation trips for them to choose from. We also advise many ways of traveling such as safari and food trips to experience. These recommendations will inspire those users who have no idea where to go or who are indecisive about something to find for a satisfying tourism trip. When a plan interests a user, they will go to the plan page to get further information. They could also compare several trips before making decisions. Once users select which one to choose, they can go to the checkout page to pay for it. After enjoying the trip, they will give a positive review and will rate our application, and the tourism will and share with their friends. By researching, we discovered that users need a stress-free application that is not time-consuming to booking a tourism plan. Many users are ready to travel, but they have no clue of their travel destination. Besides, users want to be able to easily search through a wide range of options or available bookings. Besides the pain points we mentioned before, users also want a comparison before making decisions. To solve these pain points, we introduce a circle in our application, browsing plans list, view plans details, and adding to a cart. Users can keep browsing and adding tourism plans before comparison and checkout. We also introduced a comparison option on the cart page. Users can compare details of the tourism plans they are considering. After comparison, users could choose different options for the trip and paying with it within the same application. In the end, users could always review the application and review for the trip.
We used the three methods to conduct research, observation, interview, and try it ourselves. As a group, we identified amongst ourselves potential users of our website, potential travelers, individuals who have experience with tourism companies and/or are willing to attend a tourist trip. Due to the pandemic, we decided to conduct observation and interviewing at the same time. Observe how a user uses a website with similar features as what we want to design, and after that, ask them questions. So during an ideation session, we brought together a sample of questions that we would ask the users of the website while they were using the website or after the user is done using the website where applicable. For the try it ourselves part, group member assumes to be a potential traveler, browse the website as a traveler, noting down the findings and insights. After the research, summarize some findings from these researches and drew up an empathy map. These findings include users are cost sensitive and they want to see deals at first glance. Users need a comparison of different plans and reviews for final decisions. Users need an easy way to share plans with companions. Users need a wish list for further review and comparison. Users need access to modifying their profile and reviewing other histories. After the research was conducted, we had a meeting to conclude on the user need statement according to the research and specified what features our application must have, should have, and could have. The must-haves were listed as various ways to go and their destinations, search by keywords, detailed itinerary for users, highlights of the plan, availability of back icons on each page, trip summary for booking tourism plans. Those were listed as a must-have. The should-haves were listed as include different prices with different deals, customer information maintenance, search by popularity, support multiple languages, today's deal and last minute deal, social media sharing. We should have a wish list embedded and a theme for comparison. The could haves were listed as show prices that beat other websites, comments from customers, customized tourism plans, compares to other companies' plan, prices in a different currency based on user locations, airline booking, logistics arrangements, and notification for deals, and finally suggest best booking time. Now, the justification for arriving at our must-have features was formed from the results obtained from the various interview notes. Most potential users interviewed came up with similar features. These features were identified as really important to the users and became potential must-haves in the website. One major feature we identified when carrying out our research was that most users wanted a search button, as this would enable easy use of the website. They needed to be able to easily search for what they wanted and get those results immediately. Pass it on to my other group mates. Thank you.
So due to the COVID-19, we can only meet on Teams, and here is the list of the work that we have done. So we spent about like 10 minutes on the sketch. We spent about 30 minutes on the note, and so on, as you can see from the list. And next, after we discuss, right, so we come up with like some important things about each pages of our application, such as we need like to add like some maps, images, and videos to display the highlight on the description page. Or for the searching tool, we need like a filter, like for group size, location, themes, budget, weather. So the filter gonna narrow down the search and give the customer the best choice. So next, so we divided the team into two subgroups, Group A and Group B. So each subgroup is refining and drafting a set of sketches according to the diagram that we decided before. So here is what Group A did, and here's what Group B did. And after the two subgroups finish, we combine as a whole group and decide which one of each subgroup that we're gonna take to make the wireframe. So here is what is our wireframe look like. So here, so from the sketches, we make the wireframe. So we got the welcome page, the sign up page, all the deals, the plan description, and after the wireframe, we got like the actual interface for our application. So what we use is we use some real pictures of the places, and we try our best to improve the customer experience by using some interface rules that we have learned in the class, such as repetition, alignment, proximity, and consistency, and so on.
Our group identified some big issues regarding our phase 3 mockup. Some of them are from phase 3 discussion and some are from heuristic. The first one, not telling users what would be covered for tourism plan and not showing plans added to a cart. We deem it with most severity because it will heavily influence users' cognitive about the application. These are important information that users should be informed of. The second one, back arrow, back to main page instead of previous page. This issue is with medium severity because it is different from some of applications industry. Users may feel confused when they use back arrow. The third one, add to cart icon's position is not same as other application. This issue is also important because it's different from some of application industry too. Users may feel a little uncomfortable due to its position. To solve these problems we mentioned before, we modified the plan detail page. At first, we add costs included under the reviews and ratings. Secondly, we put the icon add to cart from the middle to the bottom of a description to make it consistent with other applications. Also, we add a number to cart icon to show the tourist point being added, and we link the back arrow to the previous page and the company icon linked to the main page. This is the page what you will see after our improvements. The costs included a section under reviews and ratings to cart icon, and after click the back arrow and go back to the previous page. And this company icon or logo will link to the main page.
After the initial testing and sharing of the prototype, we came across more problems but also new ideas in order to better acknowledge these issues. As for the next iteration, if we had a chance, we would do it in a 3-step circle. It is more of going over the design thinking process again and again. Firstly, summarize heuristics and feedbacks we concluded from testing. Understand what users think about a product and get feedback from real users. Secondly, using this new data, we would start ideation and explore phase to point out what we need to improve at the next iteration. We would explore and solve the issues with high severity, then we would implement these solutions and have our next prototype. After the next prototype is done, we would go into the testing phase again to receive user feedback with the product outcome and start the next iteration until it meets most of the user needs. There might be 3 main changes for the next iteration. The first main change here would be conducting realistic testing to get constructive feedback from responsible users other than what we did in phase 3. The second main change here would be conducting a realistic investigation and research regarding our style guide because there is a big controversy in this issue. The third main change for this project would be connecting this project with a practical business model. If the business model failed, there is no point doing an application that does not earn money in theory.